When we start thinking about marketing in regards to sales, the most important thing that you can do as you're going into the midst of your selling season is practice proactive marketing, not reactive marketing. When we start talking about marketing, the first reaction I typically get from people is they say, Sarah, I'm not really interested in this conversation because I did not start my business and I did not start working at this dealership because I love marketing. So what it is like this redheaded stepchild that I just avoid and then only do it when I really feel like I need to do it or when things take a turn for the worst for us. And so that's what we would call reactive marketing. It's the marketing where you throw money at the wall and you just hope that it works. As Bob said earlier, hope is not a strategy when it comes to running a business, and hope is not a strategy when it comes to marketing. So we have to come up with what we would call a proactive marketing plan, not a reactive marketing plan. A proactive marketing plan means that we have a clear direction that we are going through the midst of our season. We know what we're going to do, we know the money we're going to spend, and we know the results that we expect to see as a result of this. A proactive marketing plan, if you are a dealership owner or manager, is your responsibility. This is not your manufacturer's responsibility. This is not the person who's the social media specialist that you hired that's a junior in high school right now's responsibility. Like a proactive marketing plan is your responsibility as an owner or a general manager. I get that you're like, I don't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole. I'm sorry, if we want to talk about having a year that you need to have this year, it comes with this idea that we have to be proactive, not reactive in the midst of our marketing. So what does that mean? What does it mean to have a proactive marketing strategy, and how do we implement that inside of your dealership? What we know about marketing is this, that it typically takes 6 weeks from the time you spend your marketing money to see the results of your marketing money. So let's say that just hypothetically, we know that June is going to be the busiest month of the year, and we need to see 30% of your total sales hit at the beginning to mid of June. We are not going to start spending our marketing money at the beginning or mid of June and just hoping that it works. Plot twist, it will not. What we need to start doing is 4 to 6 weeks before that. So either at the beginning of May or mid-April, spend 30% of our marketing budget so that when we hit the beginning of June, all of that marketing money starts to go into play. You can't just throw the 30% of your marketing money at the beginning of June and be like, I don't know what happened. I spent my 30% like Sarah said, and it didn't actually work. No, that's not how that works. So number one, we correlate it to the amount of sales we need to see at a specific time, and then we go back 4 to 6 weeks before that, and that is where we have our strategy around marketing. As I said before, this is your responsibility as an owner or manager, but that does not mean you cannot use your resources, which are your manufacturers, in the midst of this. So I think this is one of those team approaches where we say, yes, we've got to have this strategy, but also in the midst of this, you do have people so you don't have to go this alone. So often what I see when it comes to marketing is everyone is going every which way, and they're just saying, I'm going to throw more money at it and maybe it will work. That is not the direction I need you to go. We need to be proactive, not reactive when it comes to our marketing.
Yeah, and I think this is, as we work again with the dealers in our dealer success groups, we do trending. So we have all of our dealers give us 5 years of sales by the month, right? And so we know exactly in June, 14.8% of all your equipment sales happen in June. That means that in May, we need to be spending 14.8% of all of our advertising dollars to do it. So understanding that, to your point, it's if I'm going to hit something here, I got to be in front of it, not shoot at it. I tell people if you hunt birds, the importance of leading the bird so that the shot and the bird get at the same point at the same time. But that's it. And I see a lot of dealers that really struggle with that part of the marketing, understanding it. And if you have a 14-year-old doing your marketing, you most likely have a lot of TikTok videos that you probably are not aware of that are out there.
But we love that for you. We love that for you. All right, the last thing as we wrap up, before we get into a few questions that we have come through here, is I want you to keep in mind that at the end of season, there should be no reason to be scared of what's to come. I get at the end of season, we're getting ready, depending on the industry and where you're at in in the world. We're getting ready to go into the next 6 to 12 weeks of what are the equivalent of Christmas for you. Like, this is where we are able to stockpile cash to help get us through the rest of the year. What our goal is here today is to give you a path to make sure that as you go through this season, you have a good strategy right now, because good strategy is the key to a good year. We have to have these puzzle pieces in place before the year starts so that we can maximize every single dollar that we go through.